Hi there, Roger Knecht with Universal Accounting Center here with Scott McKinley.
Hi there.
Today we're going to be speaking about why now is the right time for you to be either starting or building your practice. And when I say building, adding on those clients that you're in need of. Now Scott, there are a lot of reasons why I think people start their businesses. There's a lot of reasons why maybe you're looking at now rather than 6 months ago or 6 months from now. But why is now the right time to do it?
Well, the economy is on everybody's mind.
Oh, yeah.
You start talking to anybody out there business owner wise, and the economy is going to be a subject that's going to be brought up really easily. So that's something that business owners are thinking about. And if you're having this type of a conversation with a business owner, and when you're meeting people, whether it's at a networking function or just out and about in your daily life,
Okay.
and you start finding out things about their business, that they run a business themselves, ask them, how are you doing with the economy the way things are? Because you know that that's going to be a sensitive subject, and that gives you the opportunity to open the door to more conversation. Because what we do as profit and growth experts is provide the information for business owners to navigate their way through a down economy.
Okay. Now, one of the things that I've recognized is as I've worked with people who are starting their businesses, there are three common things that are always going on as they're trying to market, meaning things they're addressing with the clients that they're working to acquire or the ones that they've recently received. So the question is when I've heard these three things, I'd be curious what you would say about them. One is they're looking always to identify ways to either save or not be involved in tax situations. So how does that impact the marketing?
Well, every business owner is going to say that they've either felt at one point or another that they've paid more to the IRS.
Penalties,
They really
fees,
wanted
okay.
to. Yeah.
Yep.
Whether tax season is just ending for some business owners, it's going to continue for others. They're filing extensions, they're paying late fees. Or if tax season is just getting ready to start, you've got those business owners who've been putting off any type of tax preparation or tax planning, I would say, is the better word for it. So that right there is your opportunity. Discuss with them the difference between tax planning and tax preparation. What it is that you do with the businesses that you do tax planning for, helping them look for cash options that they can take advantage that are going to give them some discounts, making sure that they're capturing every possible deduction instead of scrambling at the last minute. So that's definitely one of the things that needs to be discussed with business owners. And there's always, no matter what time of the year, there's always going to be this conversation with business owners. So it makes it a good time for getting started with a business like this.
I think one of the better things is tax is always on the mind of business owners, and if you can help them realize that outside of the preparation time when they're giving us the paperwork and we're filling out the forms, that there's a planning component to it, they're always open to the ideas of planning and better utilizing their business model to benefit tax-wise. So,
and if they're not open, they should be open to it.
Now there's a second thing. A lot of businesses, particularly the smaller businesses, are always worried about cash flow, they're worried about how the money is staying in the bank and so forth. So one of the things I also noticed, and I'd like you to share some thoughts on this, happens to be accounts receivable. Yeah, they've sold the product, they've delivered the goods, they've provided the service, and they're now dealing with that money that needs to be coming in. What can you say is helpful there from a marketing point of view to acquire clients?
Well, if they're not getting paid the money that's owed to their business, they're never gonna have the cash flow that they need to operate their business and to grow their business. And so letting business owners know that we have a system that we can create specifically for their business, geared towards their business, that will help them to not only manage the money that they're receiving, but also, and just as important, manage the money that they're putting out as well. So being able to specifically create those types of systems for the small business owner is a huge marketing opportunity that you should have, and that you should definitely be saying with business owners when you're getting started.
Very good. Yeah, a lot of business owners, one of the concerns they have is cash flow, but a part of that is that collections or receivables component. It's one thing to provide the service, but so many of these small businesses have friends as clients, and it's hard to collect from them. Where you're able to walk in and in your marketing clearly point out that you have a system that you will customize to them, that's uniquely designed around their business model, that's appealing to them because they feel unique. But then you're able to take that a step further and say, I'm going to help you collect on those monies owed to you and start helping with that cash flow. you're getting their attention. You're starting to say things that they need to be hearing.
Right.
All right, so here's the third thing. A lot of people in their marketing, as they're going out to get clients, they also recognize that there's this need for businesses to maximize their profits. It's one thing to say that they're selling, but to know what's making money, what's costing them money. In a marketing situation, as an accountant going out to get a client, what can you say to them that helps them realize that you can help better optimize their profit margins?
I was teaching a seminar in Phoenix about a year and a half ago, and the seminar we were talking about reports and financial documents, and a gentleman came up to me at the end of it and he slipped me a post-it note and he said, "This is one of my favorite quotes." I don't know where it came from, so please forgive that, but it says, "If you don't measure it, how can you manage it?" And quite simply right there, if you have a business owner who is struggling profit-wise and isn't experiencing the type of growth they're looking for because they don't have the cash resources in the business to do that, my question would be, tell me about the financial reports. Tell me about the what are you looking at on a what type of a basis are you looking for it? Do you do it on an annual basis, or are you doing it on a quarterly or monthly? Let them know that frequency accelerates their wisdom, but it also keeps problems small. And so if they're struggling, if they're wanting to find areas where there's opportunity to expand the profitability, those reports are crucial. And as a profit and growth expert, you should be sitting down with them and identifying the basic reports that you're going to be reviewing with them, all for the reason of capturing the dollar where it's being spent wisely, where it's a poor investment, and making sure that we're making little changes throughout the entire year to make sure that we're maximizing the profit for the business.
Excellent. So in marketing, we've identified that when you're trying to talk to a potential client, help them realize your services, talking about how you can make a difference in their tax situation captures their attention. When you're able to identify things that you can do to improve their cash flow, that captures their attention. And then lastly, we've got this idea of helping them better understand where the profit margins are, where they're best making money, and perhaps avoid those places they're losing money. You shared a story, it reminded me of one that I know you're aware of. Scott Barhold, somebody that we work with, he's shared one that's, I think, an excellent analysis or analogy of what it is we do. When you're talking to these business owners, would they rather, as an individual, go see a doctor or a mortician? They can, as a business, go to a doctor, which we in essence are, help them basically make sure that their business is functioning, their body is functioning properly, that they're taking care of those things that need attention, basically enjoying the things that life can offer as a good, healthy person. Or you can wait until you're dead, and the mortician, who's a qualified doctor, somebody that's very capable, they know the body, but they're coming in now after the fact, it's all over with, and they're able to simply deduce what it is that caused the death of the company. Well, I don't know about any of you, but for myself, I'd rather go to a doctor when things are both good, I'm healthy, and making sure I'm good, it's a checkup, and when I'm struggling, go to the doctor to make sure it doesn't escalate into something big. My body's talking to me, I need to give it the attention, it's trying to tell me something, not wait until the story's over and I'm seeing the mortician.
Frequency keeps problems small. The doctor wouldn't say, come back and see me in a year if there was problems.
That's
He would
right.
say, come back and see me on a regular basis. You're the same thing. Good example.
Excellent. Hey, you guys have a wonderful day. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Just remember this, if it's about accounting, it is universal.
And accounting success is universal too. See ya.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.